All right, welcome to Trello. Trello is a tool that helps organizations, teams, and individuals to be more productive. You can grab an account by just going to Trello.com and then click on Get Trello for free. Now, let me just tell you the structure of Trello or the hierarchy of Trello. There is you, the account owner. And then on Trello, you have workspaces. As you can see here, this is Bola Adeshokwe's workspace. Under workspaces, you can have boards. You can represent projects by boards. For the free version, you can have up to 10 boards in a workspace. In boards, you can have lists. Lists are like your workflow, to do in progress done. For content creators, creation, refinement, design, development and testing and done. Under list, you can have multiple cards. We use card to represent activities, tasks, or tickets. Each task can have description, can have members, can have due dates, can have labels, can have reminders, can have attachments, can have comments. So that's the structure. That's the hierarchy. That's the arrangement of Trello. Once you create an account, the next thing that you should do is to create a workspace. But before creating a workspace, you can fine-tune your profile. For example, for you, when you create an account, you may not have a picture on your profile just yet. Can a task be assigned to multiple persons, or it is one task per person like Jira? Very good question. You can have multiple people as members of the card. Because the big thing here is collaboration. I hope that answers your question, Benjamin Agbo, sorry. So let's look very quickly at your profile. You see to the far right-hand side of that interface, you see accounts. That's you. If you've not uploaded your picture, it will just take an icon, or maybe the first letter of your name or the first name and last name, and it will just be that. So what I want us to do is to do some modification to your profile. So when I click on that, you see it shows account. This is my name, Bola Adeso. It shows my email address because when you are creating the account, you supplied your email address. And then you see manage accounts. Manage account. I'm not going to go into manage account yet. For manage account, whatever it is that you do here, if you have an account in Jira, it's going to change that across all the suites that you have in Jira. But this is just for Trello right here. So let's start first with profile and visibility. So I'm clicking on profile and visibility. When you click on profile and visibility, you're able to make some configuration. This is my username. Of course, there's an email, but there's also a username. I don't have a bio here, but if you want to have a bio, you can very well put that bio in here. And this bio will be visible to the public. The next thing is activity. Activity. This tool keeps a track of everything that you do on the tool. So for example, it shows my workspace and all the stuff that I have under my workspace and my activity. See, just 7 minutes ago, I created this card. Remember when I was demoing? And I put it in progress, and you see right there. Last week, a member of my team who was leaving or who left took out their account and they made me the admin on this board. You can see on this board. See, 27, I moved conduct brand audit to review and the board 6 dots. And the 27th again, I added my developer to create YouTube channel for Transformation 360 on this board. So you can see an activity, a trail of everything that you're doing. The next thing is cards. For you, if this is your first time on the tool, you won't see all of this because you've got no activity. The next is cards. Everything that I am assigned to or that I am doing, you will see them. The name of the card, the status of the card, whether it's done, and all of that, the label that the card belongs to, the due dates, and which board. So you can see my work across, all of these guys. So you can move, and you can show more. Now let's get to settings. This is where you tend to do some work. Like you said, there's a lot of collaboration. There's a lot of notification that this tool, allows you to get. So let's start first with email notification. What is the frequency of the notification that you want to be getting from this tool? If you don't want any notification at all, you choose this. What this means is if someone tags you, if someone mentions you, if someone adds you to a card, if someone, updates a card that you are a member of, you're not going to get notification. You have to come into the tool to be able to see. I mean, I don't like that. I mean, notification and collaboration is a big part of this. If you want periodically, like you want to buy the notification, you know what? Only send me notifications every 2 days. So it sends today. It doesn't send tomorrow. Then on Saturday, it sends you everything that happened on Friday, tomorrow, and on Saturday at the same time. Again, I don't want that. The third option is instantly. Once someone mentions you, you get a notification. That's what I want. That's what I like. Even if I'm not on the tool, an email notification comes in. About the activities, do you see all activities from all the workspace you belong to on that page? Yes. Yes, so let me show you again. Look at it, activities. And you can see this is on the board, 6 dots. This is on the board, accelerate. This is on the board, GoPro 2020, 20,000. This is on the board, 6 dots. So you see, it's your activities across the tool. Across the tool. So that's about notification. Also, in terms of what you want notification on, this is right, your preference. Do you want notification when a new comment is added to a task or a card that you're part of? If you want that, you check this. Do you want notification on due date? For example, if there's a task or a card that is assigned to you and the due date is tomorrow, and the person who assigned that card to you has set the notification that, hey, notify Bola a day before due date. Do you want to get that notification? Yes. Do you want to get notification when you are removed from a card? Do you want to get notification when an attack? You can select what you want here. My recommendation, select everything for now. The moment you think that you're getting overwhelmed, then you can come here and adjust that. And if I said for suggestions Accessibility, if you want like colorblind friendly mode, you can enable that here. If you want to be able to use shortcut on your keyboard, you can do that as well here. So let's start first with creating a workspace. Creating a workspace. That's the first place to start. Creating a workspace. So to create a workspace, you click on your profile at the top right there. And then you see create workspace. Again, I'm going to try and create one. I don't need to because I have many, but I'm going to try and create one. So I'll call this 6 in the dots. It's asking you what's the name, 6 in the dots workspace. So you put the name of the workspace. Remember, you can have multiple workspaces. One workspace can have up to 10 boards. You say, what kind of workspace do you want to create? Do you want it to be a human resource workspace, an engineering IT workspace, a small business workspace? Quite honestly, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to choose other. And then it says, can you describe your workspace? This is optional, so you can leave it blank. And then you click on continue. And then your workspace has been created. Now you have a workspace. But you can also invite people to your workspace. I will leave this blank for now. When you invite people to your workspace, what that means is every board on that workspace, those people will see. Again, a workspace is like a house. And in the house, you will have rooms. When I give you the key to my house, it means that you'll be able to access any room. Do I want that? Maybe not. Maybe I'd rather give you access to the room that you are interested in. So I will say, don't worry about inviting members to this place. I will do that later. So you click on I'll do later, and I have my workspace. I have my workspace called 6 in the dots. So let's take a pause on this.